is a lot running something, a business essentially, or a platform, but you know,
but I do love it. I love the interactions when I make certain posts and they're just like
people,
they proper get it, and it's just like, oh my god, yeah.
And this is the same girl that she says she's not creative.
No, I'm just
BS.
Okay, in comparison to other people, that's what I mean. I know I can be like somewhat. That.
Well, we're back, bitches. Oh god,
it's been a crazy like last 6 months, you know, and I think I've only started to deep it recently. You know, like we've actually gone through a pandemic, and not a single person has gone unaffected by it. I don't think.
I think it's just mad. Me thinking about it, like now that everything is sort of normal, not normal, that we can go out, like we're not in lockdown per se. I kind of forget. I'm like, yeah, it's okay, it's a nice day. And then when I hit the bus, I'm like, oh shit, we're still in this situation because we had to wear a mask. You know, when you go shops, you have to wear masks everywhere. So it actually hits me like this is real, because it feels like it's something in a movie that could be in the movie.
I know, literally. No, do you know when I felt it? When I actually really, really felt it? When I went to Amsterdam, and we went to this boat party, and we didn't have to wear masks, but we had to stay in our area, and we couldn't even stand up. And the DJ was playing the absolute bangers. Could we even bust a wine? We couldn't even stand up and have a dance. We couldn't even do a two-step.
So man's paying for me to sit down, and I could have just done that.
I think I ended up paying like €60 to just sit down and maybe like squat and whine. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't.
And you couldn't even socialise. You know what I mean? You couldn't even go like, hey, what's your name? Like go near to people. You have to be like, yeah, sorry, 2-meter rule.
Yeah, I can't lie. There was it was like literally like, imagine we're sitting here and then over here there's like these big beds where everyone where the guys and girls were. So we were mingling, but from a distance, and it just wasn't the same. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. You know, I really need to have
this is the thing, like
a biggie.
I get that everybody's gone on holiday and the tickets are cheap and everything, but for me, I'm not, one, comfortable, and two, it just wouldn't feel the same like a holiday. You know what I mean? When you go out, you socialise. It would feel so different for me, and I don't think I'll enjoy it as much as I would, let's say, last year or the year before. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, just wait until next year.
Oh, as in to go on holiday?
Yeah, to go on holiday.
It definitely wasn't the same.
I just feel like different. No one's out. Like, a friend of mine also went to Amsterdam, and she was just like, yeah, it was just, you know, there was things to do, but not things to do. It was just quiet night. It wasn't lively. I don't know.
Yeah. Excuse me, whoa. I can't lie. Amsterdam is really an amazing place. Like it's like London, but it's not like London at all. As in, it's a city. It's super multicultural, but people are so friendly. People aren't in a rush.
Yeah.
I would move there.
Yeah.
I would absolutely move to the Netherlands. Maybe not to Amsterdam because it's quite expensive there, but maybe to like Haarlem or Rotterdam. Yeah. I would move to Rotterdam.
Yeah.
I hear Rotterdam's lit. I haven't been, but I hear Rotterdam is lit.
I think it's just that living good and not stressing. Whereas when you come to London, like I remember with my family, we went to Scotland and it was amazing. Like,
really?
The people are friendly. They're like, we can show you where the train station is. Don't worry. So friendly. Good morning. Here, do I say good morning? Like I happily smile or say good morning, but you won't get it back here. And also everybody's in a rush. Oh, excuse me. On the tube, people will push you. I remember in high school, people literally pushed me out of the way just to get in. I said, huh? You touched a child.
Oh my god, you just gave me the most craziest flashback ever. Oh my god, I just remembered. I think I was like year 9 or year. I think it was year 9, and I went to like this girl's birthday, and it ended up being like this crazy. I don't even know what to call it now. Like, someone was being rushed. basically, and everyone was running. And I remember there's like this in near Archway, there's like this bridge, and we ran obviously across the bridge to get to the other side because there was like drive-bys going on. And I remember I fell. Oh my god, Kia, when I tell you I got trampled on, I've never experienced anything so scary in my life. I literally got, because it was a bag of us. It was a bag of youths, like, I want to say at least between 30, maybe 20, 30 of us. Obviously not everyone was like from the party. Yeah. And I got trampled and literally, like, I remember someone nearly stepped on my head, like, they lightly stepped on my head and I was so shook.
Lightly, you know. Lightly, like, can you lightly stab someone? Oh yeah, sorry. Like, lightly.
No, literally, it was kind of like,
I know,
they were about to land on my head and then someone grabbed me up. It was mad.
That's my worst nightmare. One of my worst nightmares is phantom death, like, being trampled on. Like, that's not nice.
No, it's actually not. It's so actually dangerous. Not. Or being rushed by multiple people is, nah, that's, I would not, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. Yeah. Well, you can't really defend yourself if it's loads of people.
But yeah, it's just, London is just hectic, everybody's stressed, everybody's miserable. Like, now it's winter, basically, it's fucking cold. So, you know, everybody wears dark colours, black, navy, the hoodie, everybody's just like quiet, like miserable, quiet, coughing, sneezing. And now with the corona, how would I know you got corona or you just got a cold or flu? I won't know.
Yesterday I felt the cold for real. I went outside in my jacket and the cold touched my bones.
You know, yeah, and you can see it.
It's winter. It's heat up.
But yeah, it just shows you that life is so different. Like in the Caribbean as well, we just lying. It's just chilled. There's no rush. Like, why are you rushing to? Don't worry, you got the whole day. Like, no. Back in London, we get things sorted. Then that's the only annoying thing. Like when you need help with a service, we want on demand. Like now, whereas they're like, oh, we'll come to you someday between 3 to 5 working days. Like, no, 3
to 5 working days. You know,
sort it out. So that's the only thing when you're in countries that are so relaxed. Like when you want to get things done, they won't do it. So it's just like,
I want to get out of London. Yeah. I think I told you I want to get out of London so bad. I don't think I could carry on living here. And it's simply because of what we're talking about. It's just too heavy. And I feel like whenever I go on holiday, I realise how hectic this is. And I was speaking to a friend from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And she was basically saying, you guys think it's normal to work 12 hours a day. It's not normal. I was like, sis, you're right, you know. You're actually right. It's not normal to work 12 hours a day. Because you sleep about 8 hours. What's that? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 20 hours of your day just done out here. You've got 4 hours to what? To do your side hustle and chill.
Yeah. It's not much.
It's not, or you sacrifice sleep, which also isn't like the best thing.
And most of us do that as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, during this pandemic, I've actually reflected on quite a lot, like what I wanna do and fun things as well.
Same.
Because I am a workaholic. I'll admit that I'm a workaholic because I like when it's my work that I enjoy, not retail. No, from that. When it's my actual hustle, I do enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to relax, I need to chill. And bro, I come home from work and then I'm like, okay, yeah, nothing's on TV right now. Netflix and Amazon Prime is dead. Normal TV's dead. What can I do? Okay, reading. I read today up to and from work. What can I do? And I'm like, let me learn a language. So I'm still studying.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's like something fun. And it is fun, like when you learn a new language and you spend time. But it's like, why can I just not just lie down and just relax? But I can't do that. My body is just not used to it. So I'm trying to now, like, you know, when we organise events, like next month we go and reggae bingo and all this other stuff, like it's just good to do fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's just getting to that mindset of, and it made me realise that I need to do more fun stuff. And we're both young, and there's no rush in terms of being like, you know, even when people like you get the job, they're like, please graduates, please don't rush and get a full-time job because you're gonna fucking regret it. Just go on your holiday, go travelling. So that's why I was planning this year. I said to myself, I said, I'm done with uni. 3 holidays I'm doing this year. 3. So I was proper ready to actually be brave and just do it. No.
COVID cannot stop me from traveling, and I don't care. Like, I got so much more done during this COVID period than I don't know, but I got a lot done as well.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, we started learning how about investment, like properly looking into investment.
In the sense of doing stuff that you wanna do, but you just feel like in normal day you just can't do it. But just in general, loads of things just been happening.
I know, it's actually crazy.
It's just when you think about it, not even coronavirus, you know, it's just other things you see on social media. It's just like,
I had to take a step back from social media because it was really weighing. Is that even a word? Weighing. Yeah. It's been weighing so heavy on my heart. Everything that's going on in the world, because obviously I feel like everything's a lot more magnified now because we're spending a lot more time on our phones because of coronavirus.
And that's the thing, when we're on our phones, we feel that we need to film or take pictures of. Like, for example, when I'm going out, let's say a night out, or I'm eating, I had to refrain myself and say, no, you don't need to document this. No one cares. Do you see what I mean? I'm like, no one cares, Kia. I can do, like, if I'm dancing, I'm doing like a 1-2 step here and there. Okay, cool, you can film me. But in general, I don't need to be taking photos of my food and stuff. I'm trying to do less of that. Because in my head, I'm thinking, if I was another person, would I care about it? No.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And it's that lifestyle again, and I will admit, of trying to impress others and to show that you're doing something. We're in that kind of lifestyle of show people that you're doing something and that you're not just chilling at home. But, you know, it's fine to chill at home and do nothing. Like, people who've had busy lifestyles, lockdown has really helped them to realise, wow, I need to know my family. I need to take time to do what I want to do and not be, you know, so everybody's different.
Yeah, no, do you know what? Like, one thing is I do, like, catch myself. One thing that I have started to really love about myself is that I'm really able to catch myself in moments. So, like, you know, in moments where, for example, this morning, I was just standing in front of the mirror, just naked. And for a second, I was like, ugh, bruv. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? Literally for a second. And then I was like, Camilla, I was like, you have a beautiful body. You know, you have all your limbs, all your organs are intact and healthy. You have a healthy body. You better snap out of it.
You're good looking, guys. Please.
But okay, that's just one thing. But even in when you're talking about in social media, like when I was in Amsterdam, my friend, bless her, I love her to bits, but she like Instagrams a lot of stuff, and I was like, I can't believe you actually making me wait to start eating my food. Yeah. You want to take a picture? Yeah. Like, stop it.
I don't mind that, but just not a lot. But sometimes, like, I went for a brunch with my friend, a good friend of mine, last week, and we just indulged in. I said, yeah, I don't want to document. I don't care. Like,
it's not every day.
It's not every day.
It's really not every day.
I think special occasions like birthdays, weddings, promotions, new job, all of this, baby shower, you can do it. But just in general, no one cares.
More time I do film stuff, but I never post it up. I just have it on my phone for me, like for me to look back and be like, oh my god, yeah, memories, amazing. But I never post it up because I just feel like a lot of it is, it's just for me. Like you said, no one really cares what I'm really doing. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're like popping. But then again, like, obviously to be popping, you actually have to build yourself, and that's how people do it. I keep on moving, this is gonna spill. Let me drink.
Just gonna ruin my sofa, guys. Just gonna buy me a new sofa.
Do you know what I did the other day? This girl, bless her, amazing transformation body wise, and she posted a throwback, and she said, oh, I can't believe how fat I was. Obviously, I wouldn't say she was fat. She's probably like how I am now, like obviously like a little bit chubby, got a bit of tummy. And I was like, girl, I feel like this is slightly body shaving, like. Yeah,
because like, then girls who are that body shape,
I feel it,
or near to that body shape, be like, oh, so I'm fat now.
I was like, I mean, I don't consider myself fat. I'm definitely overweight, but I don't think I'm like that.
You're curvy.
Well, no, well, I do have belly, like, I'm not ashamed to admit, and there's nothing like wrong with it. It's just, it is what it is right now, and there's something I can do about it, which is obviously eat clean and do exercise, which is what I'm doing. But obviously, I feel like there's a difference between being like how I am now and then being fat. But anyway, I just felt like in that moment I was like, raw. I feel touched a little bit, like shit. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I feel like sometimes stuff like that you don't even realize because you're so proud of yourself, which you should be. You just don't realize the damage that could do to people. Obviously, I'm quite like resilient in the sense of like, yeah, well, proud of you, sis. Obviously, we about the same size. Like I'm about the same size as you was before. I'm not fat. I wouldn't stretch it.
Yeah.
But some people might really, really feel some type of way.
Yeah, of course. Mate, it's a mad world. I literally, I'm just at work and I deal with these people, not just my colleagues, right? Some of my colleagues are really lovely, by the way, but just general people. And you think everybody's personality is mad.
Why do you say that?
It's just when people come in the store, they just ask dumb questions, or
the attitude.
The attitude, Camilla. I have to I get triggered. I'm like, okay, calm down. Clock that what you're doing to get upset by this person. People are rude, very rude.
Okay, like what happened?
Like, people get offended. Like, for example, certain shops they have like a membership kind of card that you come in, you just like a voucher, like a loyalty card, like a points, let's say Boots or Holland Barrett's kind of card. So we have that in my store. And then when I'm searching, I'm like, sorry, it's not searching. Oh, I'm sure I have one. It worked before. And I'm like, okay. And I say it, and they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not searching. And they go, oh, okay, fine, then just leave it. I'm thinking, you see what I'm typing? I said, you can look if you want, And they're like, yeah, it's correct. I'm like, it's not searching, so maybe someone did it wrong when you signed up. Oh, okay, well, I'm like, it's just
it's not personal.
And like, also another thing on my street where I work is very, let's say, bougie, right? And everybody has American Express cards, right?
Okay.
So with our system, because I don't know, the company and something about tax, I don't know, they don't do the tap in our store, so you have to insert the cards. Okay. So a lady today, she had one. And you know how some people can have those cards where you just push it in, no signature needed, and it prints. So I said, yeah, we don't accept Amex. Can you just insert the card? And she just insert it, and I said, oh yeah. So when you're ready, just enter the pin. And she's looking at me. Oh, I don't have a pin. I was thinking, why is she talking to me in that manner, so quick and rude? With her daughters, who are very lovely. The mum is just very like stiff. And then she was like, oh, I don't have a pin. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just for Amex card, we just have to. She's like, yeah, it's just one of those cards where when you push it in. I was like, yeah, I know what you mean, but it's not doing that. And she's like, oh, it usually works. I'm like, I don't know, the system, why are you looking at me like I'm the manufacturer of the fucking screen or the fucking contactless thing? I don't know. So I was like, oh, my colleague come over, and she's like, and she was trying to explain. She's like, oh yeah, that's what I was saying anyway. And I was like, okay. And then the lady just ended up using another card. And look what happened, because she was so rude. She got karma, because when she was putting her credit card back in her purse, all her change fell out. Her and her kids, her children had to pick it up.
That is
karma bites back. Look like a fool. And then she says, thank you. And then the girls were like, bye. And I was just like, okay, next please. I didn't respond, because when people are rude to me, I don't say thank you or bye. I just say it and they know.
Kia.
I don't care. They know. I just say, when someone's rude to me, I was like, okay, next please.
I kill people with
kindness.
And
they're like, thank you so much, because they know they pissed me off or made me upset, which I then forget about later on. But then, yeah, so they're like, oh, thank you, like to just make it up, like we're all good. I'm like, no, I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I don't know how these people. It just shows a lot how they are with their family.
Oh right, no, it's true.
The way they treat me, a stranger. Poor kids.
Yeah, no, it's true. Some people treat strangers better than they treat their family.
Yeah,
that's what I hate about the retail environment. You know.
Yeah, let me just.
Because the customer's always right. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes the customer isn't right. Okay.
They're never right.
And sometimes your manager's got to back you. Do you know what I mean? When I worked in shoe, yeah, oh my god, I used to love my managers because they would always back it. They would always back it. And when they turn around and be like, "Can I see your manager?" And they're like, "I am the manager. So where do we go from here?" Yeah. Where do we go from here? And then senior management will come and back it, and it's just like,
that's the thing.
Can you leave the store, please?
That's the thing.
Because there's another 1 million people that will walk in through the store today.
Don't it is. I'm lucky I have that, because not all people who work in retail have that support by the manager.
So I'm telling you, kill people with kindness, because they won't know what to say. Are they going to fight you if you're being nice? No, they're not. They're just going to keep it stepping, and they're going to have to deal with whatever pain they're dealing with, because people are dealing with stuff. Yeah, people are really dealing with stuff, and then they try to project it out into other people. No, that stuff don't last. That stuff don't. Actually, well, that's a lie. It lasts. It lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, but this world's mad. Like, this is what I mean. Personalities. Everybody's just crazy. Everybody's just crazy.
Everyone's a little crazy. Everyone's got a little bit crazy.
Literally,
I believe so.
If you test people and you push them to the edge, they'll explode.
It's true.
Like,
it's true.
Explosion. Oh, what was it? That Britain's Got Talent performance, and how. Do you see that?
Listen, when I told you I haven't been watching TV, I haven't really been on social media.
Do you know, I didn't even watch the full performance, but I just saw on social media and how basically Ashley Banjo, the dancer from Diversity, did a performance with his crew on Britain's Got Talent. I think it was like one of their live shows, and it was, those a dance, basically a description of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Okay.
And what was happening, police brutality. After the performance, news comes in of how many people, I don't know how many, 15,000, 16,000 complaints.
What complaints about the dance?
Yes, saying, oh, it's too political for our children's
How is it political?
There's no racism in Britain. So, yeah, that's another thing. We discussed it in our Black Lives Matter series. If you want to watch now,
check it out.
But in the meantime, yes. So people complained, and it was so funny because when people complain to Ofsted, and they expect
Ofsted,
not Ofsted, Ofcom. Sorry,
Ofcom.
See, Ofcom, right?
Off with your head.
You know what I mean?
Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why I kept me.
So yeah, they complained to ITV and Ofcom. So ITV was like, yeah. So basically, we in support of Black Lives Matter. We in support of Ashley Banjo and his dance, because it is basically a reality for the Black community. It's showing what's happening, and then they thought, oh, okay, cool, and they then took their complaints to Ofcom. And then Ofcom did some lip thing, right?
What did they do?
They basically reposted the video and said, so we're not going to take this investigation further. Because
yes.
Again,
put my cup down.
We need to be having these conversations.
No, absolutely.
And Ashley Banjo said, came to Twitter and said, people have been complaining, but I'm sorry, we have to do this. I could not go onto a live show or act as if nothing's happening, and then the next day or the next time they have a live performance, Alicia Dixon had the Black Lives Matter on her necklace, and people still complain. You know what? You can't believe, because they're triggered and ignorant. You're are racist. But I just thought that was crazy. But I think when people complain, they expect to because of the number of complaints, they're going to be supportive. They're going to be like, oh yes, we're in agreement, we would make sure this will never happen again. Ofcom and ITV just showed you it ain't going to happen here. So
do you know what just came to mind when you said that? Do you think that's how some people, I say some people, but when we do petitions, and we need 500,000 signatures. Do you think that's how some people at the top see it? It doesn't matter how many of you get together and say that this is wrong, we don't care.
No, she said that. That makes sense.
Raw.
Yeah, it's mad. But
this is what I'm saying. You can't make it you can't actually make community change overall changes like that. It has to be individual. On an individual level first.
Yeah, first.
Before you even get to community level.
so many people were triggered. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, flip's sake. They've actually thought by complaining they would get an apology, and they were wrong. You know?
Apology for what?
Oh, it's too political. It's too like, you know, you shouldn't be showing this on family TV. It's in your news.
Your kids should know about this.
And this is the thing.
How about you teach your kids?
That's the thing. Ashley said, I'm glad I did this because people are having this conversation in their house. Because when kids see that, like, oh, mom, dad,
what is this about? And now you have to talk about it. Now you've got to explain to your kids. But then, what if you're explaining something to your kid that's not the what's so? Like, that's not really what's happening. You just giving them some next messed up version because that's what you know, some ignorant view.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing
ignorant
again.
Opinion.
But that is
wild.
So on top of my head right now, what else has been happening since we've just been like recently mad?
What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much. There's the camps in China. Bro.
That is just the low of the low. Like, that is
a whole concentration camps. And you know what's crazy? I don't know what the hell I was watching, but it was they were basically saying how there was parts of the parts in the map of China that were completely blocked out.
Yeah.
And those were the concentration camps.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been going on since when? 2016? 2014?
It's been happening for a while.
I don't remember if it was 2014, 2016.
I knew about it last year, I believe.
Yeah, I heard about it last year as well.
But yeah, and then I went onto the website about it more, like from Charity Speak on it, and you realise, and you read, about what is actually what these people are doing, because some have, because they kind of reform people who are Muslim basically, and reform them to have like just to basically wipe out their religion and their faith. So people have come out that camp thinking that they're reformed, but obviously they're not. They're just traumatized.
Yeah.
You know. But it's just mad, and some of the things I just don't even want to say because it's really sad. Like, it gets me upset.
No, you say it so people can hear. Because a lot of people just retweet or repost,
but not knowing
they don't actually do their research.
Yeah, and this is what you need to do your research. And literally, you hear stories: women being sterilized. So one, sterilized for them to not have children, so stopping that. 2, torture, beatings in the camps. Men have to shave their heads. They have to, you know, in isolated, like really thin coops like this, you know, stripped of their like food and all of this nonsense. And I just thought that was, I just think it's just I just think it's just disgusting.
How do you look after like your mental health, Kia? Because honestly, I don't know. I think after the Black Lives Matter protest, I felt so drained, like just from everything that was going on top of Black Lives Matter, like just personal stuff and situations, other situations that were happening around the world. I felt so drained that I was like, I need some time off.
Do you know what it is?
Social media.
I just see myself as a sponge, guys. A sponge that soaks up all of this nonsense and cruelty and corruption. Yes.
So government. Would you squeeze yourself out and then do you like rinse yourself? How would you do it?
I think I just process. I'm like, oh, okay, this is happening. Oh, that's mad. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling sad, angry, and I'm like, okay, this is happening. I don't have control of what's happening. Okay, cool. But I can do something about it where that's spreading the word. I give a lot to money to charities when I see what's happening. I give a lot, obviously. I don't know.
Sometimes I get too emotional.
I get emotional, but I just don't. I don't let it get to me, if that makes sense.
No, I get that, and I think that's good because sometimes I
know it might
become too attached.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't become attached to it. I do become attached to it, but I just don't get upset too much about that, thinking that it's on me.
Yeah,
because loads of people do
that's
that where when they see something happen, they're like, oh, I need to do this. This is my fault. I can do, and it's not on you. It's we as a collective, as a society.
Sometimes I find it hard to separate. Like, I wish I could do more, and it's that I wish I could do something that I find it hard sometimes to separate myself from, and I become overwhelmed.
Because I just literally scroll through my social media, I see all this content, I'm like, oh wow, racism, oh okay, abuse, oh okay, all of this stuff. I said, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, because I feel like we're similar in the sense of like we actually do bare research on it as well, and then we might read like extra books or extra stuff on the internet to really find out, and to really I become almost like borderline obsessed with what's going on to like to the point where it's just like
I think it's you need to be aware of your environment. Some people are just
absolutely
as clueless. Oh, is this happening? Oh, I didn't know. I'm thinking it's been in the news. Same with these people, customers coming in my store. Oh, about masks. It's been on the news. Stop acting dumb. But you got away with it.
No, guys, I know this is so unrelated, yeah. Listen, don't judge me because I'm about to switch up, kind of, yeah. But I think maybe like a month ago, I was in my bed and I live in a block in a corner, in the corner house, yeah. And so you hear the winds from both sides, and we have like old school, what are they called? Heaters.
Okay.
And so when there was one moment for about 5 seconds, the wind hit so loud, I actually thought it was a bomb. Like I actually thought it was like an attack. When I tell you I woke up screaming and scared, like I was sweating and panicking. I was thinking, oh my god, this is how people live, you know? People live under constant state of fear like this. I was like, I don't know if I could do it.
This is why you have to be grateful for what you have, you know what I mean?
100%.
Because people are living in, you know, corrupt countries, and our country is corrupt, but more corrupt, and there's bombings and there's like killings and starvation and mistreatment. This is why
abuse.
Do you know what it is? I know I want to switch up because it's like very daunting and like all this bad stuff, but lately I've been doing this kind of like what I'm grateful for, my grateful
absolutely.
So like I do my kind of I'm grateful for my family, my friends, all of this,
absolutely.
my life, home, heating, clothes. I do all of this stuff.
I'm actually praying a lot more as well.
Yeah, praying and just showing God, and generally I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful that I'm alive and I woke up. Grateful that I woke up today, because I could have died in my sleep, guys. God forbid. But I could have died in my sleep. But you know what I mean? Like, you just have to be so grateful you're having your life. And I think that's what people are realising when, you know, for me, when I'm scrolling through social media, I'm thinking, I'm grateful. I come from a loving home.
So grateful, so humbled by where I live and the standard of living that I have.
Yeah.
We could be in Syria. Yeah. Like, we could have been born in that part of the world.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? We could have been born in the US, you know?
I think about that, you know. My parents made a brilliant decision to not go to the US. Brilliant decision to not go to the US.
Yeah.
I mean, the British land isn't really like all that either.
Yeah.
The cold, I really be feeling it in my bones.
Yeah,
but I can't lie, it's politically it's better than Colombia.
I could have been anywhere in this world. So now thinking about it, I think, you know, literally a lot of reflection during post lockdown, even though it's not really lockdown and it's restriction. So, but guys, another lockdown
is soon to come.
Pending.
Yeah, no one wanted to believe me when I said this is going to be more than 24 months. No one actually wanted to believe me. They were like, no, it's only going to be a few months. I was like, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, minimum of a year. Minimum.
Yeah.
And I even said, I think this is going to go for the long haul, even go 2 years, you know.
Oh.
I even said that. I said, God forbid, boys would.
Yeah.
God forbid, yeah. But
no.
I really said that from the beginning. I think this is going to be 48
It could have been sorted out because other countries did it on lock.
I said 48 months, Kia. Oh my God, God forbid.
No.
24 months.
But certain countries literally went into lockdown and said, you lot can't come at yards. Stop being silly. And they're fine now. Whereas us, we just messed about. The government messed about. Oh, we're good. Okay, lockdown. Okay, don't worry, guys. Oh my God, we're doing this still. Eat out to help out. You guys can just chill. Oh, now it's been a rise. It's been a peak in the cases. So now it's 6 people, and you know, people who are working in the office have to work from home.
I think even the block parties have been bigger and better this year than ever before. Yeah. The block parties have been.
But the government, I give it to you, you was clever. You know, it's summer, you thought, how can we make money? You open doors, pubs, yes, they're getting their money.
They're so stupid.
And now look,
they don't care about
everything's
us.
closing 10 p.m. And then I saw this video where it was 10 p.m. in central London, like Oxford Circus, and everybody was rushing to go to the underground, and it was packed because there were so many people leaving. So that was not smart. Is it? And then they're saying, oh, Boris Johnson, oh, but we can, 24, you can have your non-lockdown on Christmas Day, so you can do whatever you want for one day.
On Christmas Day? Who leaves their house on Christmas Day?
Where are we gonna go on Christmas Day, please?
Who leaves their house on Christmas
I think you meant in the sense
who of you leave your house on Christmas Day?
Some people take walks. I don't do that.
I hibernate from the 24th straight up until like 26th or 27th.
I don't even go out. I'm so sorry.
No,
but I think they mean like go to other people's homes, because you can do like the whole gathering.
Oh, it's true.
So I see that, but people were not happy on social media. They were like, okay, so you cancel Eid celebrations, you cancel Hindu festivals, you cancelled other religious and like other.
They're trying to get us down. They want our immune systems to be down. I'm telling you, they want us to be sick. Can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. Have you ever felt like this whole podcast thing is too much? Be honest with me, girl. Be honest with me. Be honest with me now.
Yes, I do admit I have been stressing at some nights. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, not gonna lie. I do the editing, guys.
I do the posts. We share the responsibility for the stories on Instagram because it's a lot. I hate it. Like, no, listen.
Running a podcast is actually hard, especially if you want to like do well and basically represent yourself well. Because we could have been a podcast where we do quite things and then we'd be like, oh, it's been a month. Oh, it's been 2. Oh, it's been 6. Okay, yeah, we've done. Do you know what I mean? And but we decided to.
Yeah, we could make content that's a lot more. Kind of like this, where it's just general chit chat, but I feel like we do a lot of content that's quite educational and about spreading the word on something. Yeah. Community.
But I like that though. No, I like a mixture.
But this is what I'm saying. Obviously, if it was just chit chat, it would be a lot easier. But we do actually do heavy research and stuff.
Yeah.
But listen, it gets. You see me as a person. I really don't actually enjoy social media that much. And I find myself forcing myself to be on social media when I don't want to. Yeah. And it's sometimes it weighs heavy on me.
Yeah, running this.
Sometimes it does weigh heavy on me. But I guess it's not like a terrible thing, and we do push forward.
It's just really nice when people message me and say, you know what, guys are just doing amazing, just keep it up. I love what you're pushing out, the content, and that I'm just to me, okay, this is why I'm doing it.
I get taken aback. I really get taken aback because I don't see myself. Yeah.
You don't see yourself as like, oh my god, like leaders, like in that
sense. No, it's true. Yeah.
So when people message us, we're just like, this is a hobby and creative, and you'd be surprised how many people love this.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, I've been times where I've been stressing with the editing and it doesn't go my way, and literally when I was at my aunt's, they're like, yeah, you can. I'm like, no, I need to have a breakdown. I need to just sort this out. I'm up early trying to literally sort it out to make it perfect for our audience.
Yeah.
But
it's true.
It's a great. I think I've learned a lot, and it's given me like confidence in my editing and talking to you guys.
No, literally, it's not. This whole talking to the camera thing is actually not. I'm not its biggest fan. I don't even like doing like personal stories anymore. I used to, I don't know what happened. I got really self-conscious in the last like 2 years of like, so back in the day, it's just chat so much shit, like just so much crap. And sometimes I look back at my stories, it's like, were you on crack? No, you were definitely high or drunk and you were talking too much. And it's just like, I don't want to ever feel like that again, to the point where I completely just stopped even doing the whole selfie thing, camera thing.
But it is a lot running something, a business essentially, or a platform. But
but I do love it. I love the interactions when I make certain posts and they're just like they proper get it, and it's just like, oh my god, yeah.
And this is the same girl that she says she's not creative.
No, I'm just okay. In comparison to other people, that's what I mean. I know I can be like somewhat somewhat creative, yeah. But obviously it's just simple things.
Actually, I think you think I'm just saying it to be polite, but people, I'm not.
I love you.
I'm like, what the fuck is better than me? No, I can't. No, joking. No, but you are creative, and it's giving us the confidence in our basically.
We're actually an amazing team, But honestly, I thank my lucky stars, because it's not every day you find people that you can work with that have great communication skills, are on time, have integrity, are authentic to themselves. it's important to have friends around you like that, you know, that know how to communicate.
Yeah.
That know how to be real with you. And like sometimes it does, like being real doesn't mean being like nasty or horrible or blunt. It just means like just being honest about things because you want the best for one another.
On that note, guys, we're done here.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribing, you're liking, you're commenting down below, sharing it with your mum, your dad, your friends,
your cat, your dog, even.
That's it.
Your goldfish.
Wow.
All right, guys.